Okay, let's review the metric system. So I always learned it with this step approach. We're like steps on a stairs, with your base unit being your meters, your liters, grams, whatever. And the stair step helping you decide what to do with that. So as we go down the stairs, you move the decimal point over to the right. And as you go up the stairs, you move the decimal point to the left, the number of steps you either go up or down. So, kilo, hecta, decameter, let's say, deci, centa, millimeter. And so you can go up and down. So if I got an example over here of 5 hectometers into just plain meters. Well, if I start here with a hecta, I want to go down 2 steps. So that means I'm going to move the decimal point 2 places over to the right. And so that will be 500 meters. Now, this also helps you if you're not just going back to the base unit. So let's say I've got 8 decameters going down to, or actually decimeters, going up to a decameter. Okay? So that's 2 steps up. So I'll move the decimal point 2 steps to the left. So that is 0.08 decameters. Now, I've been in science a long time, and I've never measured a hecta or a hecto of anything, or a deci of anything. I have measured things in kilometers, or kilograms, meters, or grams, centimeters, millimeters, yes, but not a deca of anything. So it's really important that we're able to convert to this base unit, especially in distance where we're going to use meters a lot. Okay, so let's say I have got 10 kilometers and I want to change that to meters. Well, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 steps down, so I'll move the decimal point 3 steps to the right. 1, 2, 3. So that's 10,000 meters. Now, instead of memorizing the stair step, there's actually an easier way to do it. Let's say we've got a 5 kilometer, or what we call a 5K race. Here's the way to think about it. If you buy a car for 5K, what does that mean? Well, when you're talking about money, 5K means $5,000. Same thing here. K means essentially 1,000. So if you run a 5 kilometer race, a 5K race, you run 5,000 meters. Because again, we go down 3 steps to move that over. So if you run let's already got a 10K on there. Let's say we run 1.5 kilometer race. So that's going to be 1,500 meters, 1,500 meters. A lot of times we're going to go from centa back up to meters. Okay, so if we do 58 centimeters, what is that in meters? Well, we go up 2 steps. 1, 2. That move the decimal place over to the left 2 spots. So that becomes 0.58. Another way you can remember this is think about pennies, cents. Where if you got 58 cents, how much of a dollar do you have? So 58 cents gives you 0.58 of a dollar. So if you think of cents and centa and thousands when you think about K, you can easily make those conversions. So if you have 153 centimeters, well, if you have 153 pennies, you have $1.53, just like you have 1.53 meters. And if you have 3.24 kilometers, you're going to have 3,240 meters, because K means 1,000. You multiply by 1,000. So all you have to do is think about whether you're going up the ramp or down, okay, as far as making those conversions. Now, another way we can do it is with a big table like this. This makes converting really easy if you know what you're doing, because we've got a huge number. I'll go off way from tetra down to pico. And so, for example, if I have 4 megagrams, and I just want to change that to grams. Well, if you look at this, mega means times 10 to the 6th. So that'll just be 4 times 10 to the 6th grams. We would just tack this onto the end and then simplify it to make it look nice for whatever we're doing. Okay. If I've got 3.2 nanometers and I want to change that to meters, it'll just be 3.2 times 10. Nano is to the negative 9 meters. We just have to tack those on. And that's another way that you can convert if you know these things. I personally like this stair-step model because that's something I can memorize. Kilohecta, decameter, decicentimilimmeter. I can say that over and over again until I got it memorized. But if you happen to know these or have this as part of an information sheet, it makes it really easy to convert from one to the other. 10 centimeters would be 10 times 10 to the minus 2 meters. Well, if you remember back in scientific notation, that means we're going to move the decimal point, since it's negative, 2 spots to the right. So that becomes 0.2 spots to the right, or actually left, my bad, 2 spots to the left, 10 meters. Okay. So the main thing is being able to convert between your standard units. So being able to go from kilo down to your base unit or back up to your base unit. So 500 grams, go up 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, go over 3 spots, 1, 2, 3 is 0.5 kilograms. Being able to go from centa up to your base unit and from milli up to your base unit and back. Those are the 3 main important conversions that you need to know. Using the big long table like this, that's nice, but for a lot of things we don't have to worry about it. And that's where we're getting into something like capacitors with pico and micro or other units like that. These are your go-to units. Okay? Thank you, and that's the metric system. Bye.